Hello and welcome back to Martin the Aviator. Today is Christmas Eve and I hope you're having a great time with your friends and family. And that you will get everything on your wish list from Santa. Once in a while, you also have to give yourself something nice. And this Christmas, I thought I deserved something extra. There's one thing that I've been longing for the whole year. In this episode, we'll do something other than flying for a change. You will see when I open up my Christmas present to myself. You probably already guessed that it's a new car. Now we're on our way to the dealership to unwrap my little surprise. You maybe remember that I told you I'm a third generation pilot. The same actually applies to cars. My grandfather drove BMWs, my father did, and I have had about 10 of them. I always dreamed of the first real BMW M car, the M1 from the 1970s. It was like a supercar of that era. Now in the 2020s, one of the most selling cars right now are SUVs. Now I had my X5 for 4 years now, so it's time for an upgrade.
Yes, och här visar den då dörren. Där står det också inkörningskontroll. Ja, men det är så här, under de första 50 milen så får du inte ett fullt.
Okay guys, here we are. The brand new car, the BMW XM. Today we have a really nice things we're gonna do. We're actually gonna go and meet up a friend called Gustav. Gustav started his YouTube career with something called BMW M5 board, and after that he has done extremely good in reviewing cars and racing cars against each other, and anyone who likes cars will recognize his videos if you've been on YouTube. Anyway, he's a good friend of mine. I'm gonna meet him up now and we're gonna review my new car. First listen to this sound.
V8.
Yeah.
So, Martin the Aviator, the pilot, the BMW M pilot, that is the most important. Then you do the airplanes as well.
Yeah, of course.
And how, like, is it some kind of step you advance to different airplanes, or when you take airplane flying license, you just can fly everything?
That's the big difference between cars and airplanes. If this would be an airplane, I would have to be certified to drive
this car and this car only.
But this size of car, not this model?
No, this model.
Oh, really? Yeah. So you need to be certified per model?
Not only BMWs. I have to be certified on BMW XM.
Wow.
Then I can't drive the X5.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah. So that's when it comes to aviation. And the big difference is, when something happens with this car, I can just go to the side of the road, put the handbrake on, and call 911, right?
Yeah.
When it happens in airplane, you have to know every system.
Yeah.
Because if something broke, you have to know it by heart, so you can take care of the problem while you're still flying. And that's why it's so harder training. And that's why it's
no panic either. You have to keep your cool.
Yeah, you have to take care of the problem, right?
Yeah.
If you're panicking, you can't take care of the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have to be so knowledgeable about what it is you're flying, so you can take care of it if something happens.
And as a pilot, do you have adrenaline feeling in airplanes? And is it comparable in even a sporty car like this, or like?
Well, it's sort of, when you're flying, you're mostly on your own up there.
Yeah.
You can fly straight. There's no traffic. You know.
You do loops.
You can do whatever you want, but it's your airspace, right?
Yeah.
Here, when you're driving a car, you meet other cars. There are pedestrians. There are bicycles.
Right,
yeah. So there's so much more to focus on when you're driving.
Oh, that's interesting.
Than it is when you're flying, because only you have to just go to your point, right?
Yeah.
From point A to point B, it's straight line. It's no problem. But so I think there's more adrenaline actually rush when you're driving the car than it is to flying the airplane.
You should go down to empty autobahn on a midnight.
Yeah, that's the same thing. I think I will get the same feeling as flying them.
And when are you most comfortable? When are you enjoying it the most in an airplane?
Different kind of airplanes give me different feelings. I like the outdoor living. So I really like to fly the small airplanes when you're landing on the floats in the sea and in the skis in the snow.
Wow.
Up in the north. That is the most beautiful thing.
But isn't it scary? I mean, the second before you touch down and it's rough, things like that.
It could be.
Yeah, and I have a vague memory. Have you went off any time from an air strip?
No, I haven't. I've been flying for over 10,000 hours, and so far I have just as many landings as I had takeoffs. So I'm happy about that.
Good math.
Yeah, good. Yeah, well, not everyone has.
Okay, we're sitting here in a BMW XM in a dark grey color. What's the name of the color? Is it Travit grey?
No, it was a new one. I will.
Look it up.
You will see it on the top of the screen later.
and in fact, this is kind of a somewhat unique video, because this is not a borrowed car. We're not testing it. It's your car.
We're sitting in Sweden's first delivered XM. I got it a week ago, so I have been driving around for a week. I got the possibility to try it out, to see what I like, what I didn't like.
And I remember you. I met you over 10 years ago, and you were such a BMW M freak that you actually bought a BMW M5 Touring V10 for your dad.
Yeah, it was his dream car. So I helped him to. I wanted to make sure that he got one. So I arranged it, and we bought M5 Touring. It was really nice, and when I was gonna make sure that it was in good condition, I need to talk to an expert. And who did I call?
M5 board,
M5 board, yeah.
Of course.
Gustav, no thing of two of these cars.
And I remember it was black.
Yeah.
And this interior is kind of the opposite of the XM. It's completely different design language and more luxurious, I would say, much more luxurious. The range is actually minimum 80 kilometers battery.
It's like all the other ones I've driven, they say, oh, this one you're gonna go 60 kilometers and you get 40 if you're happy.
Exactly, yeah.
But okay, I only had it for a week, but this one actually goes 80.
Yeah. If you think of as a pilot, can you draw some parallels with the XM? Yeah, you have a heads-up display.
Yeah, I had a head-up display. I have that in the aircraft as well when I fly the 7-8. But most of it's how it's integrated. Modern aircrafts have very integrated system, and this one works as well. Like I just told you, you put in the destination where you're going to go in the navigation, and the computer decides itself, okay, this part we're going to go on electric, this part we're going to go on the combustion engine.
Yeah.
And it's exactly the same. You have so many modes you can put in what you want on the car, and you do that in the aircraft as well.
So you're saying it's not difficult to fly a plane?
That's what I'm saying. Everything is easy if you know how to do it. Right?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not sure if I would be able to.
Well, you know, when you were 18 years old and you were looking at these beautiful BMW cars back then, and if you would see something like this, it would be a spaceship. You wouldn't understand anything.
Fair.
You wouldn't understand one thing about how it works. But now, when you have developed into it, it's so easy. You can sit here and you can touch the screen, you can move.
It's like you were born with.
Yeah.
I went in US. Speaking of planes, I went with a Cessna Citation.
Yeah.
No, wrong. Cirrus S22. I mean.
It's not the Cessna. It's the Cirrus. It's the
a Cirrus with integrated parachute.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I asked him what happens if you get a heart attack. Then you pull this thing here, and then the parachute comes out of the plane. I said, "Oh, great."
The Cirrus has that. Well, we don't have that on the XM yet.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be something. So how does it sound? Can you put on if you do the loudest? Mode?
You actually have a small button here.
That's right. The mode.
The exhaust mode on it, and then you can put
an M mode, like sport mode.
And of course you have these M1 and M2 buttons like all the others one. So if you put it twice on the M2,
yes.
You hear something, right? I can just do like this, and I put it in neutral. So now
we hear something.
So the engine works.
Now it sounds like a BMW.
Yeah. So it's always on four-wheel drive. And you can of course change different modes around that, but that is the most so it's all four-wheel drive, but you can with this it's so
nice.
You can change everything.
Nice with a swipe. I didn't even know that. And now you have the tire pressure.
So here you can get everything for the engine.
The turbo pressure,
temperatures and stuff like that.
Wow.
You have and if you want more information, you can put on this one, and here you get any mode
all the apps.
All the apps and stuff, whatever you need. You can go to like this. You can change the time, whatever you want. Everything is here.
And if you want to see the range of the battery, how?
Well, it's always here.
It's always there. Okay, so
I've been driving a lot. Now back and forwards twice, halfway to the city today, and I still have some
4 kilometers.
4 kilometers left.
But as a BMW, long-time BMW owner and BMW owner, you feel at home? It's a BMW feeling in the car?
Yes, absolutely. And the seats are amazing.
Yes, they really are. Looks like M5 seats, but even better, even more comfortable.
Yeah, they are.
And you even have the sticker left here. Unbox that.
We will do an unboxing of that.
Big thanks to Gustav on GT Board. It was a pleasure reviewing my new car together with him. Please check him out for more interesting videos regarding cars. I'm so happy with my new car. Even though it took a long time to figure out, it's not possible to open the tailgate with your foot. If I have any creative followers, please feel free to make a TikTok dance of your attempt to open the tailgate, and please post them here. And speaking of that, check out the old episodes. And comment if you come up with a fun mission I can do, or there's something special you think I should test and review. I wish you a really, really good Christmas holiday. And until I see you next time, Merry Christmas.